Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we have the last of the small caliber series from the Ranger Creek distillery. And today we have the Rangers Creek 44 rye. So, Texas rye whiskey. Yep, rye is the one whiskey when you get tired of bourbon, all the sweetness, all the popcorn, and then you go and get yourself a rye whiskey because you like it spicy, you like it, yeah, just more of a kick. And usually a rye whiskey has more than 51% rye, and this one has 100%. So we expect a very rough one. It's a 47% ABV, 94 proof whiskey, and it was matured in used bourbon barrels. Usually bourbon is matured in fresh barrels, that's what the Americans are used to, and you get a lot of sweetness and a lot of caramel, a lot of vanilla from this cask. And when you use used bourbon barrels that have been used before, then you get a much more subtle whiskey, and you get more of the ingredients coming through, and that's what they were aiming for. They wanted that rye roughness, that spiciness, that rough and tough whiskey. So, it says fall 2015, 16 month of maturation. 16 month is 1 year and 1 year and a third. So, that's not very long. So, let's see what we're gonna have. So, the 44, probably something to do with weapons again. In the mid-1840s, Texas Ranger Captain Samuel H. Walker, Texas Ranger and named Walker, okay, yeah, maybe that's where the series got it from, saw a need for a new handgun that was extremely powerful and very reliable. Samuel Colt built him one. Weighing 4.5 pounds, the 44 Walker Colt was the largest and most powerful black powder repeating handgun ever made. Named for the famous Texas Ranger captain, the Walker Colt evolved from the original 36 Patterson Colt. Like the ammunition used in the Walker Colt, Ranger Creek's 44 Texas rye whiskey is powerful. This 94 proof 100% rye whiskey highlights the complexity of the grain. It pours a rich gold with a nose of cinnamon, mint, toffee. The taste is strong and compact with notes of clove. It has a clean, warming finish with lingering notes of fresh bread crust. The third installment of our small caliber series. This premium sipping whiskey was made from grain to glass in San Antonio, and it's best enjoyed neat or on the rocks. It's a sipping whiskey. Oh, what else the whiskey is there? Do you have a whiskey that is, probably the very cheap stuff that's made for getting you drunk? But we don't review that stuff on here. Whiskey is meant to be enjoyed. Life's too short for bad alcohol. So let's have a look. This is 47% ABV, 94 proof, very short amount of maturation with 100% rye. So this could pretty much pack a punch. This should be very, very intense. Fresh. Pine notes, cloves, bit of a mint note, also a bit of a grain note, a bit of a whole wheat bread, sour bread. This dark sour bread dough. Bit of a acidic smell, like a bit of a lemon note. So it's not aggressive in the nose yet. Whoa. Stark. starts very mild, like not that great, but builds up, and you have a lot of wood flavor, a bit of an oaky note, a bit of a European oaky note. I don't know where that comes from. Bit of a slightly bitter one, but very spicy. White pepper, red pepper. Not hot, but very, very spicy with a bit of a pine note, a bit of a clove note, a bit of a Christmas spices note going on there. You know, this old Christmas cake that Grandma used to make. Yeah, that kind of stuff's in there. And it leaves you with a dry note. And a slight alcoholic note, so it's a bit young though, but all the very intense flavors cover that quite well. Yeah, on the second sip, ooh, what is that? That's a minty, cloves. Yeah, like walking through a forest. Yeah, with pine and a bit of oak. So, the others were a bit more the exception. Like if this one was a bit more exceptional, but different to what we used to know from single malt. This one is a very typical, extraordinary, rough and spicy, what do you call it, rye whiskey. I like it. Yeah, rye whiskey is my thing. You know, when you had a lot of bourbon and you just want something spicy, that's the type of whiskey for you. So, thank you very much for watching. If you found this video interesting, then please feel free to share it with your friends, and see you next time.